So first and foremost, we need to define exactly what marketing is. So to me, marketing is the ability to communicate the benefits of your product or services to your potential customers as well as your existing customers. And the mistake that most people make when they first start building their business on eBay is that they totally neglect marketing because they don't believe that an eBay business is a real business. But if you want to be able to succeed on eBay and make millions like a lot of eBay sellers are doing right now, you need to be able to understand that marketing is the foundation of that. Now, when it comes to marketing in general, there's so many different elements, so many different techniques, but I'm going to be going through 4 different elements of marketing, which is price, product, place, and promotion. These are the 4 P's of marketing, and I'm going to break down exactly what each one means and exactly how you can use each one to understand your eBay store a little bit better. So the first P that we're going to talk about in the marketing plan is product. You need to make sure that whatever product you decide to sell on your eBay store, you have a firm understanding of all of the features. Reason being is because whenever you get any questions from any potential customers, you need to be able to answer the question in detail. I've currently got over 500 different listings on one of my main eBay stores, and I'm getting questions every single day for each of the products that I'm selling. And it's my job as the business owner to make sure that I know my products in detail so that any customer service agent I hire, I'm able to train them and educate them on exactly all of the features about the products that we sell. This is important to know because we live in a day and age now where customers want to ask 2 or 3 or even 4 questions before they make a buying decision. And if you're not able to answer the question in detail, it's either going to lead to them not buying it or it's going to lead to them returning the item if you didn't answer their question in an accurate way. And that's why this element of your marketing plan should be in place. You need to make sure that you have a firm understanding of all of the features of the products that you're selling. It's also important that when you are thinking about selling a particular product, you're thinking about the quality, because if you're selling really bad quality and you're getting a high return rate, that's going to affect your overall business because you're going to get negative reviews, you're going to get negative feedback, and it's not going to be good in terms of you being able to build your business because it's going to take cash flow away from you, because the more and more refunds that you get, the more it's going to cost you money. You have to issue refunds, you're going to have to pay money in different fees, you're going to have to pay for return shipping for the customer to send it back to you. So it's very important that when you are building your business and you are looking at your marketing plan, you consider the quality that you're selling. So once you've now got a firm understanding of the features and you've made sure to sell the best quality possible, when it relates to marketing, you need to make sure that your branding is on point. Now, if you're at the beginning stages of your business, you're not going to be able to customize your packaging, but you need to have the mindset that the more and more you grow, you're going to start to customize your boxes. You don't even need to customize the actual item. Till this day, I don't necessarily customize the items that I'm selling, but what I do is that I customize the packaging. This allows me to have a professional outlook when the customer now receives the order, because they're going to receive it and it's going to be different from a lot of the other eBay sellers, because majority of eBay sellers are trying to cut costs wherever they can. But if you're able to invest in custom packaging, it's going to give you a professional look and it might result in repeat orders. And this now brings me on to my last point. When you're building your marketing plan and focusing on the products that you're selling, is that it's very important to make sure that you're selling products that require repeat purchase, because customers are going to be able to buy from you, they're going to be happy with your service. And if you've done everything right in terms of making sure that you understand the features, making sure that you've advertised it in the best possible way, making sure that you've also got custom packaging down the line, you don't need to do that at the beginning, but if you do all of these different things, it's going to result in customers coming back and buying from you again and again and again. So this is what you need to do when constructing your marketing plan and thinking about the products that you're selling. The next P that I'm going to talk about that should be in your marketing plan is price. One of the biggest mistakes a lot of new eBay sellers make is that they try to find a product that they're going to be able to compete on just price alone, but that isn't the best way of figuring out your pricing strategy. If you've built your store around a particular brand or a particular category, you shouldn't necessarily be competing on just price alone, because not all customers want to buy the cheapest item. A lot of new sellers make the mistake of thinking that every single customer in the world wants to buy the cheapest item possible. There's a lot of customers out there that actually want to spend a little bit more money if they know that they're going to get better quality and they're going to get a better service. I would say with at least 60 or 70% of all of the listings right now on my eBay store, I'm not necessarily priced cheaper than a lot of my competition. If anything, I'm priced a lot higher, and that's because I know that I've built up my eBay store over the years. I've got a lot of feedback, I've got a lot of reviews, and I'm also able to ship out my item really quick. So when it now comes to me doing my marketing plan and figuring out my pricing strategy, I don't necessarily try to find an item that I'm going to be able able to sell cheaper than my competition, because I already know that not every single customer wants to buy a cheap item. Because you have to remember that some customers relate lower priced items to bad quality, and not every single customer wants to spend time going to the post office to post an item back to you. So they want to make sure that they're getting good quality first time around. But the only way that they're going to spend more money on you rather than someone else, even if it's the same product, is if you make sure that you put as much details in your listing as possible. You make sure that you assure the customer that you know exactly what you're doing when it comes to selling this product. And you also state within your listing that the customer can expect to receive really good aftercare. I also make sure that the customer is aware that we respond to messages within 10 to 15 minutes. Doing all of these different things allows me to price my item at whatever price point I want. And when you're figuring out exactly how to price your item, you need to consider all of these different things and make sure that you're putting all of these different processes in place so that you can charge more for the same item that someone else is selling for less. So the third P that you need to consider when building your marketing plan is place. And when I say place, I'm talking about exactly where you're going to place your e-commerce business. One of the things that I learned in the early days of me building my eBay business is that it's not really wise to just focus on selling solely on eBay. And this is due to the fact that eBay restricted my account for 7 days. So I wasn't able to sell for a whole 7 days, and eBay was the only place where I was generating my income. And during these 7 days, I learned that it was a smart idea for me to sell on multiple different websites, multiple different channels, so that I can bring revenue into my e-commerce business instead of just relying on eBay. Because if eBay restricted my account again forever, I was going to be stuck with all of this stock that I wouldn't be able to sell. So one of the things you need to consider when constructing your own marketing plan for your business is to figure out exactly where you can sell your items. eBay shouldn't necessarily be the place where you're going to build your business for the long term. Now, of course, it's good to focus on just one channel at one time, but you need to make sure that you've got in your marketing plan exactly how you're going to branch out to other platforms. And one of the ways that I branched out was by selling on Shopify and basically copying the same brand that I built on eBay, but just did the same thing over on Shopify. And if you're not sure of what Shopify is, it's basically a website where you can create your own website and basically brand it in the way that you want. And you're going to be able to have full control over everything. So I would recommend anyone out there right now that's doing a decent amount of revenue, or even if you've just started, it'll be a smart idea for you to also try and sell your products on Shopify too. And the main benefit of doing this is that you're going to have a little bit more control over your customers. I still believe that eBay is a great opportunity because there's so many customers that are passing through eBay every single day, and there's a lot of opportunities. But at the same time, you need to consider what you're going to do in the future when it comes to building something that you've actually got full control over. Because the beauty of building both platforms at the same time is that you can move customers over from your eBay store onto your Shopify store, and then from there you're now going to be able to do email marketing and run various different campaigns, stuff that you're not really able to do on eBay. So this is something you need to consider when creating your marketing plan. Now moving on to the fourth and final P in a marketing plan, which is promotion. So when you're structuring a marketing plan for your own eBay business, promotion is definitely one of the key elements of any eBay business, because you need to think about various different ways you're going to be able to market your store. You could do it through paid methods, you could do it through organic methods. Some of the paid methods include using the paid advertising methods on the eBay platform itself. For example, the multi-buy option, promoted listings, coupons. There's a few different options that you have when it comes to running ads directly from your eBay account, which is what I use with majority of my listings. I don't necessarily use paid ads on eBay all the time. It's just something that I use now and then throughout the month if I ever see sales going down a little bit and I want to get them back up. Another way that you can use paid ads to drive traffic to your eBay listings, which a lot of people don't really know about, is Google Ads. You can actually sign up for a Google ad account and then connect it to your eBay account, and from there you can actually run ads directly to your listing. These are just some of the ways that you can run paid ads to your eBay store. But if you're looking for something a little bit more organic, something a little bit more free, what I like to do is build social media accounts around my eBay brands, things like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and then every single day I'm posting content on these different platforms that are related to the products that I'm selling. That's a great way to get your brand out there. People will click on the link in your bios and then it goes straight to your eBay store. There's so many different ways that you can drive traffic to your eBay stores. But I believe that one of the best ways to get eyeballs on your listing is by using the eBay algorithm and rising higher in the eBay search results. I made a video recently where I broke down the secret methods that eBay millionaires use to rise higher in the eBay search results. I'm going to leave that video right there, so make sure you watch that video straight after this video. It's definitely going to give you a lot of insights in what you can do when it comes to using different free methods to rise in the eBay search results. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to press the like button. Don't forget to subscribe as well. Hit the bell notification so that YouTube can let you know when a new video has been released. And if you want to know my story of how I went from $0 to $3,000 per day in sales as a brand new eBay seller, I'm going to leave a video in the description down below. It's going to be the first link. Make sure you watch that. You're definitely going to enjoy it. Alright guys, I'll see you on the next one. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.